Hey there, welcome back. I wanted to start this episode by saying thank you. All of you guys watching my videos. That's I think that's pretty cool. I didn't know so many people would be interested in seeing these. Yeah, there's not a ton of you guys out there just yet, but there's more and more people watching every day, which is really cool. And I just wanted to say thank you, especially to those of you who subscribed. Let's go down the list here. Angel Hell C. Pretty cool handle there. Thank you for subscribing. Glenn, my man, thanks. Mr. Leeboy78, also thank you for subscribing. And this one, I'm sorry if I butcher it, but Cupcom CZ. Thanks for subscribing. Anyway, in this episode 10, really the 11th, but who's counting, we will be throwing in some wood industry as well as taking a look at seeing if that whole stimulus package idea finally works. Anyway, let's get to it. Hello and welcome back to Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. We're looking at the bustling downtown Warsaw. And in the last episode, if you checked that out, we threw together a nice little stimulus package, and we're going to get right to that in a minute. You might notice my audio may sound a little bit differently now. I do have a few changes I have made to my microphone, and in testing it seemed pretty good, so we'll see how it comes out in the end. However, in Warsaw over here, just before I got started, I was taking a look at some of the construction. We're making some decent progress over here in the new edition, and I had to reassign a bunch of projects to the offices. We'll take a look over here at Soot Mountain, our coal mining area on this mountainside. We have accomplished nothing yet. And then we'll head over here to our steel mill region. Not really made any more progress over here. And we'll make our move over to Coleslaw, which we set up 2 episodes ago, I believe. And nothing has happened here. So now we will make our way over to our stimulus region. If I can find it. Down this river, all the way over here. And here's our power plant sector, as well as this is just kind of an industrial park, I guess you would say. We got our power plant and future power plants set up over here on the left, and over to the right we've got our various construction and consumer supply area. All of which is being operated by the wonderful people of... I can't remember the name of this city. I didn't name it, so I don't remember it. Pretty happy with how this city's looking so far. It looks pretty nice, I think. Very, very thrown together sort of beauty. But we got all the necessities crammed in there, I believe. And we even have a bonus in this city here. We've got a massive cathedral that almost everybody... well, no. We haven't added any houses, so absolutely everybody can reach this cathedral at this moment. Something I didn't really consider is, can that... well, the main shopping center there, I believe, can reach that cathedral. So if we do expand it, and then bus the expansion areas, the people in from those expansion areas to the shopping center, they should be able to get their prayer demand met as well, which would be interesting. I've never really excuse me, I've never really met the demands of prayer in any of my gameplay of this game before. I do have quite a few hours in prior to starting to record this game, so we'll see how that goes. I am not on the experimental branch, so I do not have the mini-map and all the other stuff and this next upcoming update available to me yet. So, still nothing new. So I think what we're going to do is focus more on our stimulus region. Because if you caught the end of last episode, we were still making a profit in rubles, and we were still making a loss in dollars. So we need to remedy that, because this stimulus is sinking our economy. We need to get in the green in the dollars so that our stimulus is a success. In which case we could potentially then start funding some of this Western expansion through dollars, making it much more economical expansion, rather than spending an absurd amount of rubles, even though we can make back the rubles pretty easily right now. So without further ado, let's go ahead and take a look here and just see. We're almost halfway through the month of May, and rubles are looking good. Looks like we've had one train hit the border. Dollars are not looking so good. And our power is just continuously pumping out across the border. But that one power plant worth of exports is being overwhelmed by the amount of imports we need to support this area. So what do? We export more. And to export more, I don't think we even need another power plant built just yet. What we do need is another power line. We got an export there. There's where we're exporting now. Let's backtrack to the first one we come to, which I think is going to be an old Volcanadini. So let's go ahead and run a line along with this. So let's see here. High voltage switch. Give me the wireframe for just a moment. You want to go that way? I think that would be our best bet, is to run a power line in this direction. So we'll put that there. That as sharp as we can. Run it down to... yeah, there's pretty good. Let's try and get this paralleled if we can. Wonder, can we draw that any further? Yeah, of course we can. Okay, we do that. And that should be fairly parallel. All right. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Now let's start drawing backwards. Come across to here. Okay. Let's go ahead and get those started to build. Okay. Bring you over here. Build that up. Oh, and of course, we need to get this up. Now it's supplied. Make sure our people still have power. Looks like they do. Okay. Wow. That was going all sorts of crazy there. It's nighttime. We should be able to see if we're having any brownouts. We only have 2 people working, which is a bit of a concern. Fortunately, we don't seem to have that big of a draw on the system. So let's push it up again. Looks like there's a bus coming to the power plant. Here, let's space those out a little bit so we can get a better view. Okay, so there's our brownout. We've got 1 person working the plant. It's not enough to keep up. Let's see if that bus... Yes, that bus had a full complement of workers for us. Let's see, let's crank this up all the way to 10 and see if we start getting any brownouts. Now, I do suspect when workers start dropping off, we will start seeing some brownouts. Which all that'll mean is we're going to need a more steady supply of workers. Which, realistically, I don't think we'll reach that point until we... Okay, so I think the issue we'll have with the power plant and its ability to keep up at this point is just going to be the continuity of workers showing up. And I don't really plan on doing anything to address that until I have the trains running up to this point. Meaning, not necessarily the coal train, but just getting these lines put in and running some passenger trains up here. At which point I would also like to have preferably all 4 of the power plants operational. That way I can make the most of the export. But even still, even if it's just 2 going, that would still make it worthwhile. We'll see how that goes. Got the exports cranking out. Let's take a look at the money now. See if that's making any difference whatsoever. It seems to be bringing our loss down, and we're still in the month of May. We're down to 6 workers, so there's that continuity of workers I was talking about killing us. You, buddy, are going to the fire station. Do we have somebody coming to the... You're coming to the power plant. And you've got a full complement of workers. We're down to 5, come on. We're losing production, which means we're losing money. Yep, it's still ticking down, which is good. But it's slowing down. It's slowing down big time. Come on. And so we've got 2 foreign power connections to export power to. And really that's the maximum you want on a power station because of the limitations of the conductivity of the electric lines. Really, what's ideal for a power plant is to run one side to an export, as well as having a switch in there and sucking about 3 megawatts off to power whatever it is you want to power. In this case, it's a city, which doesn't use anywhere near 3 megawatts that we're sucking off this side, and then doing the exact same on the other side, running it to an export, so you can export 10 megawatts and siphoning off as close to 3 megawatts as you can to power something, which would mean you're making the most of all the electricity you can produce. We aren't making the most of it with one power plant. We are exporting. We've got 2 10 megawatt export connections going, but we do not have a siphon on this side, and we have nowhere near 3 megawatts being siphoned off this side. We have, I don't know, maybe half a megawatt. I don't know, maybe at night it jumps up a little bit. As you can see, our money is hovering around 15,000 in the hole, so I think we'll get a better representation of what that's looking like come the next month. Oh, we just dropped again. Must have had an import of clothes or something. So we'll come back to that and see how that's looking and see if this is actually going to make us any money. In the meantime, I think we need to look into another option for making dollars, which means we should take a look at maybe, let's take a quick look at our imports in dollars. Coal is probably the biggest. Clothes are also pretty big expense as well. Yeah, maybe we got a bunch of people still getting settled. That'll probably drop off a bit and food will overtake it most likely. Oh, yeah, you know what it is? It's just we're still filling up the shopping center. So eventually that clothing will come to an end as being a major expense, and food will start overtaking it. Also, I gotta keep an eye on this. If this starts dropping too much, probably gonna get a bigger truck making that run. So other than that, let's take a look at something we can make some decent money on. Okay. Having taken a look at some things, I think this area here might be ripe for making some boards. Let's take a look and check the available resources in this area. No iron. No coal. No oil. What was the storage on here? 140 tons of boards. An input of 60 tons of wood. That's not a whole lot, really. I think small storage may be needed. That's not gonna work there, is it? Okay, get rid of that. Let's see here. Sawmill. Let's try this again. Shall we? Move you a little further away from the road. Give us some room to work with here. Oh, small storage. Drop it down a hair. Try that. Of course, it's nighttime again. That'll work. Just looks like crap. That doesn't look as bad. Still looks crappy. Try this one. Oh, jeez. Well, they're gonna look crappy. They might as well more or less match, right? Okay. Gravel road. Take me home. Gravel road. Gravel road, take me home. Sorry, I'll stop. Okay. Large 20. Yeah. Let's go for the large. All right, let's get it built. Trying to stay above 8 million rubles. We'll see if we can accomplish that. Dollars aren't looking as bad as they were. You know, we're not. Let's take a look at last month. Last month we were still 20,000 in the hole. This month I don't think we're gonna do that bad. I think this month all goes well. Hopefully. Hopefully we're like close to breaking even with dollars now. Going to get that built. We are going to need power over there. Which should be easy enough. But before we do the power, let's get our cutting posts in. So we could have one up over here. Yep. And we could have one more or less along the same line. Don't want too much of an overlap. Right there. Keep going. Keep going. Right. Oh, yeah. That works. That works pretty well. There we go. Okay. Do we want to exploit this area here as well? I don't think we do, at least not right now. We'll hold off on that. We'll hold off on that exploitation. We will, however, expand the storage capabilities. Okay. Oh boy, this is quite an incline here. This will be interesting to see if it'll connect. Yes, it will. Okay, so far so good. Let's see if those hook up. Hey, it works. Alright, nice. That one's good. And that one's good. So let's go ahead and build those. Okay. Now, we need to get a road connection up to them. And I'm thinking, you know, just some mud roads. Just some nice 2 tracks. Because, I grew up near some, serious logging industry. And, you know, right around the actual sawmill and stuff, they had... You know, they had some paved parking areas and some gravel roads, some decent dirt roads, gravel infused. But most of the roads around them were all just 2 tracks. So, in keeping with what I know, we will just have some nice mud roads coming down off the side of the hill here with the trees. New free excavator. You going to get gas? Yeah, he's going to get gas. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I can't even make that without leveling it. What about over here? This one seems fairly level. Yep. Should we just bring it straight out here? Yeah, let's just take it straight out. Straight out of the forest. This one, you're going to loop right around to there. You, my friend, are going to need some work. For sure. Oh, that could work. See how this looks. It looks alright. It certainly looks. There we go. Excavator home? Nope. Still making his way back. Come on, excavator, we need you. No, actually we don't. Just doze a little bit. Just doze it off. Dozing off the dirt. Okay, okay. There we go. Here's something, here's something. Alright, alright, I'll take it. How about you? Nope. You're not having it. Yep, not having it. Okay, fair enough. Come on. Put it in an overdrive. Burn some rubber, buddy. You've done so much work. I'm so proud of you. Excellent parking. Okay, yep, just a little bit. We don't want it perfectly level. This is, you know, this is a 2-track, you know. We don't want it perfectly leveled out. Let's see here. We don't want to go over this mountain. So we definitely want to continue down to here. Or would make most sense. Probably turning down near the power lines would make the most sense, really. Go ahead and get rid of that section. Bring it back around here. There you go. Ish. I saw it. I saw it. There. Yep. That's it. Give it some love. Give it some love, road. Okay. Excellent. That is one hell of a logging road. It's perfect. Okay. Okay. There we go. You know what? That looks a little too extreme there, I'll be honest. And I was right. Okay. Not a whole lot better, but it's better. Okay, so we got all those in, right? Now, go ahead and get rid of that. And these bad boys are going to need power. And they're just too far apart. So each one of these is going to need its own substation. Yep. Alright. I can handle that. I don't want to, but I will. It's within range there. That's good there. This will reach this whole area, so that is ideal. Let's go ahead and do that then. So that'll cover that post and the sawmill. Okay. 2.2. Okay. Put that there. Put you there. Already got two coming out of there. Okay, that's hooked up now. Now, we're going to need 2 more switches. Right? Yeah, let's try and future-proof a little bit, you know? That way if we do throw in another wood cutting post or something or the other, we can just run another line off of that. So we're going to want to stick with this power pole type over to the next switch. Okay. I don't know, this might be boring for you guys to watching me place power lines, but it is, in my opinion, a pretty important thing because power lines, you're gonna have them going so many places. It's hard to make them look nice, and that's one of my biggest objectives playing this game, is not just doing everything right and getting systems in place, but also having those systems actually look decent. Which isn't always easy. So we're gonna have that come around that hill there. Just like so. Nope. We need to adjust the spacing. There we go. That looks good, I think. Yeah, alright. So let's get these switches built. And the stations. Yeah, where's this station at? There it is. Hiding behind a tree. And your station. Okay, so this one's already connected. Okay, we could have a nice, decent shot up this way. Let's go ahead and do that. Run these right along the roadside up to this point. And then... yeah, right there. Perfect. Okay, let's do the same over here. Actually, it wouldn't make much sense going along the roadside given that location. Let's take a look at the wireframe real quick. Flattish out to here, and then we got a nice incline there, so let's come off this hill first. Well, look at that. That works. Go ahead and build those up. Okay. Next thing is going to be getting workers to all these various locations. And if you noticed at the sawmill, I put in a parking lot. Now, I'm thinking about doing the same at the cutting posts. You know, putting in parking lots. Not big ones, I'll just do small ones. Because even though these are capable of holding a ton of workers, they don't need fully manned. They produce way more than we could ever need. So let's go ahead and throw that in there. Let's see. I really like this one. It's on a nice flat area. It'll look pretty nice there, I think. Okay, and this one just looks insane. Let's put that there. Do that. Okay. I think that's all we're gonna have to build up there. So now we're going to do what is essential for wood cutting posts. We'll just use pine. Pine's a decent one. Really, I don't think the trees, the type of trees you have around these, have any actual effect other than just visual. And most of this is pine up here, so we'll just stick with it. So, yeah. Anyway, if you were wondering how, like if you build a wood cutting post, they go through this wood rather quickly, especially if you have them fully manned. And in case you were wondering how to resupply that, it's with these. You just place, just like the trees, these aren't just for decoration, you know. These trees, they will harvest them once they're fully grown. They do take a little while, which is why I'm putting them in now, filling up all the empty areas. Because they will take a little while. They don't take all that long, and they're free, so that's one thing that makes woodcutting a good industry to have. I'm just gonna fill all this out. You know, this is big time forestry industry. We want all the wood we can get. Even though they don't quite reach out here. Let's zoom out here a little bit. Just paint them in. Just paint them in, baby. There we go. We have a nice, dense, thick forest. Lots and lots of wood. It'll be great. Might look a little weird, but you know, it's for productivity purposes, right? We can excuse ourselves for that. No workers, no wood. Okay. But we will need to get workers over here. How do we want to get workers over here? Okay, I'm thinking that's... the sawmill might be just about reachable for some houses over here connected to a parking lot. But that third one, way over here, There's no way that'll reach. No freaking way. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna measure. Do these have a distance off? 250. Okay. Those aren't a good measuring tool. There's 320. Okay, thank you, save. That's 5s. We'll say 600, okay? So 600 to here, from here. So to the edge of the city, basically, is 600 already. Or, yeah, 600. So there's, we'll say 850. There's 1,000. Okay. There's 1,250. So on the very edge of the city, we might be able to get away with personal cars to the sawmill. Watch, there have been an update snuck in that's gonna make them go 3 kilometers now. Suppose we might as well try it, I guess. To be honest, I would have liked this. On the other side of the road depot, but I suppose that will work. Let's go ahead and build that, build that. Get the... Are you... Oh my gosh. Alright, well, there we go. Oh jeez. I'm not on top of my game today at all. Let's see. Get better. Get good. I think that works. Oh, obviously they can't pass through here, but that's not what we want. It's there for reasons. We don't have any ambulances here. Oh, that's right. Everybody's coming via bus. Okay, let's take a look at money. We're in the positive in dollars. Yeah, we're in the positive. This is incredible. Rubles aren't looking so hot because we've been auto building everything. We're still positive though. So this is going really well. I'm really happy with this, you know? It's going good. Going good. Let's take a look here. And yes, this is going to be a longer episode. I feel if you've been following along with the series, I don't know what kind of videos you guys are interested in seeing as far as the style that they're edited into, whether you guys like the way I tend to cut them up and speed up a lot of the builds and then talk over it in the editing, or if you like the live commentary as I play through normal speed. I don't know what you guys prefer. I mean, I try to keep it kind of interesting. Try to. As interesting as I can. The reason I like doing the speed up builds is because it lets me focus more on actually building and getting things working and looking good. And then when I come back to editing and the voiceovers, I can make all the comments I want. And a lot of times also when I'm watching it back and commenting on it, I realize some errors and mistakes I've made, and that can help me address those. But I don't know, doing the build and the live commentary this go around, well, I'll see how well I did commenting in editing. But as far as building goes, I'm pretty happy with what I did, you know? Not being 100% focused on the tasks at my fingers. Oh, we need to... Yep, we're already doing that. Alright, we need to limit these. No boards there. Right? Here. Ooh. Oh, I did that wrong. We only want wood here. We do want boards. We don't want any wood here. And now which should we make which here? Let's do this. Let's do this one all wood. We'll do the other one all boards. This will be all boards. Wood, boards. Excellent. This is going to be all wood. And finally, this is going to be all wood as well. And it's probably not vital that I set this, but you never know, just in case. Don't want anything squeaking in there that shouldn't be. Okay, we got firefighters, a couple anyway. We got coal shovelers. Yeah, is this still isn't connected? What? I thought I connected that. Let's connect that. Okay, it's connected. I doubt anybody, well, I doubt many people will use it. There's 3 fields connected. That court's connected. Nobody's working there. Oh, there we go. Yep, people are using it. Alright, alright. What's this? Pub? Yep. Got the pub with the beer truck sitting out front. I like it. I like it. Reminds me of, like, a bar doing a promotional giveaway of an old surplus military vehicle or something. You know, come on in and buy a $50 raffle ticket to win this Humvee. Oh, it's great. That's the theater. Yeah, I used to work at a theater. You know, one of my first jobs, and it wasn't on the side of the building, was it? Yeah, it was. It was on the side of the building of the theater. It was more or less the back of the theater, because the actual back of the theater was just an alley that had no access point to our theater other than... No, it didn't even have fire exits to the back side. All the fire exits went to the sides. And yeah, the back door looked exactly like that, and it led down to like the dumpsters and stuff. Pretty crazy. Granted, in comparison, I think yeah, that theater was a little bit bigger. Okay. Well, let's take another look at the money for last month since we just switched over. We are positive. We are making money. We are making a lot of rubles, which, you know, you got to account for all the auto building we did there. So we're doing good on rubles. Still 108,000 positive even after all that auto building. Dollars, 6,000 positive. That's what I'm talking about. The stimulus is a success. So a stimulus plan can work, as we can see. We're just gonna close it out on that. You know, the success story, possibly the first success story of a government-infused stimulus plan. That's how you do it, Obama. Take notes. Anyway, I'm Wombadger. Thanks for watching. Been fun. Have a good one.